Good morning, class. Please have a seat. I have some good news and some bad news for you today. The bad news is that only 1 in 5 people feel that the legal system is just. People don't feel treated fairly, and this is bad for our society. The good news is that we can do something about this. We will actively work with you at school to restore trust in the legal systems. You can make society more inclusive, just, and peaceful. Don't worry, we won't be going through hours and hours of dry lectures. In a few minutes, we will start some fun games and role-playing to showcase the different elements of the law, how it is applied, and how various stakeholders play important roles. However, let's look at some important concepts together. The rule of law relies on 4 principles. 1. Accountability. 2. Just laws. 3. Transparency. And 4. Equality before the law. These are the building blocks for a fair and functioning society. The first principle, accountability, means that nobody is above the law. Jack, can you try and explain what this means, for example, in the context of our school?
Yes, I think this means that both students and teachers have to follow the same rules. For example, no parent can buy their kid better grades.
That's right, everyone has to follow the rules, including the principal of our school. Can everyone express their opinion without fear of censorship? What about the journalist who was jailed last week? Did he write something illegal? Good point. All journalists should be free to express their opinions. That's why now there are talks of protests on the street. All of you are free to express what you think as long as you respect the views of others. This exemplifies the second principle of the rule of law: just laws which protect the fundamental rights of the individual. Thirdly, the law must be transparent, predictable, and non-arbitrary. Everyone has the right to a fair trial and to the presumption of innocence. Unfortunately, however, millions of people around the world are still jailed without a trial. For example, just because we might think that one student might have behaved violently, we cannot punish them without an investigation and evidence. Lastly, there must be equality before the law. No individual or group should be discriminated against by the law. Can you give an example of how this applies at our school, Jenny?
I guess discrimination could be based on religion, so at our school, we shouldn't make fun of kids just because they have different beliefs.
Yes, a very good example. Aisha here, for instance, had to change schools as her previous one didn't protect her against senior students making fun of her faith. At our school, we don't accept such behavior. All right, everyone, enough theory for now. Let's move the tables and chairs to get the room ready for some role-playing. UNESCO and UNODC work together on a pioneering project called Global Citizenship Education for the Rule of Law. We've produced 2 teachers' handbooks with interactive lessons, bringing complex concepts to life in the classroom. School is the first interface children have with the government and is a perfect microcosm and catalyst for change and reform. We want schools everywhere to enlist the next generation's support for the rule of law. UNESCO and UNODC work together to address Sustainable Development Goals 16 and 4. Goal 16 promotes peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, provides access to justice for all, and builds effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions at all levels. Goal 4, Target 7 for 2030, aims to ensure all learners acquire the knowledge and skills needed to promote sustainable development. Education for sustainable development covers human rights, gender equality, the promotion of a culture of peace and nonviolence, global citizenship, and an appreciation of cultural diversity and of culture's contribution to sustainable development.